Hey, it's Scotch Test Dummies. I'm Scott.
I am Bart.
We've got Whiskey A Go Girl's first whiskey release.
What?
From Killowen Distillery. It's an Irish whiskey.
Ooh, nice. And we're going to test it.
Whiskey A Go Girl style.
Ooh, Irish style. All right. Well, we got to try this. So,
I have had a sample.
Okay.
I mean, but when she was Jenna, a
Right.
Whiskey A Go Girl, used to work with the Scotch Malt Whiskey Society.
Right. We've had her on some lives
Years
on this
ago,
channel.
if you go back, though, to probably 2016, 2017, when we first started doing live streams,
Yes.
we had her on. She was big on Instagram at the time as
It's huge.
Whiskey A Go Girl.
Right.
She is now sourced. She'd been talking about this for a while, wanting to source her own whiskeys and release her own bottles. This is her first.
Got it.
And we see there's a silhouette of a female-type figure with purple hair.
Female-type figure with a diamond in her forehead.
And sunglasses. It looks like Jenna.
Yeah.
So 8 years old, Killowen Distillery, 58.6%.
That's a good ABV.
So, and it says Killowen Whiskey A Go Girl.
I like the ABV on that.
This is a single malt, Irish single malt.
Nice. Good. Makes a good sound.
But anyway, she had received some samples and stuff, and she'd kind of settled on this one early on. I was lucky enough to get a little sample of that one, and I told her, I said, that's a pretty darn good whiskey.
Well, now.
So here it is available, and 200 bottles were available. Hopefully they still are. If you go to Killowen Distillery website, they take your order, ship worldwide. So Killowen.
Wow, you're a good speller.
It's on the front of the
Got
bottle.
it. Good call. So I got that yeasty barley, which I love. A little bit of honey vanilla touch.
Lemony, citrusy, vanilla.
Yep. I would agree.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Really nice, malty.
Mm-hmm.
58.6% again on the ABV. Very nice.
Yeah, the barley comes through beautifully. Kind of a sweet touch on the forefront. I know, I'll have to come back to the middle. What is a little bit of a slight grassy note, which I like on the finish. Honey, malty, and maybe even a touch of the citrus.
Yeah, all of that. Honey, a little bit of apricot, a little bit of stone fruits, citrusy, malty, maybe a slight char, slight smoke.
I like the sweetness right off the bat. When it hits the tongue, I get a little spark of sweetness, which I'm not used to. Very
Very nice, full palate, great finish on it. That's probably the ABV kicking in, though, too. You know, that 58% really, really hangs around. That was first sip, but it's got some caramels.
I get the maltiness still lingering in the finish. That grassy, malty, fresh cut hay. A little vanilla. What? You don't get hay? What are you talking about?
It's fresh Monet.
Oh, fresh Monet. That's the French hay. Fresh Monet.
Remember years ago, I was at some training in the South, and one of the instructors was talking about fresh Monet. And I was like, fresh Monet? Is that a champagne? Is that a painting? What's fresh Monet?
Yeah, what's this French down here
I'm like,
in Kentucky?
What are you talking about? And he said, fresh mown hay.
You know, cutting.
Fresh mown hay. I thought you said fresh Monet.
Yeah, fresh Monet. So everything rolls together. For the what you doing? I'm cutting me some fresh Monet. You were doing what?
Yeah, definitely a little bit of smoke showing here.
Okay.
I left that for you to see because this has been in a peated whiskey barrel.
Okay.
It's picked up some slight hints.
Okay. Got it.
And actually, when I had the sample, I was going through and I tasted it, and I didn't know that. I told her, I had her send it to me blind. I was like, don't tell me what it is, anything like that. So I sat down and took some notes. And in my notes, I had slight smoke. Question mark. It was barely coming through. She thinks it's showing more now because it did sit in the barrel a little bit longer from when she chose it to when they bottled it.
Okay.
I don't know. It's still light if it's in there. I think that's coming. You've had like that fresh barley, really malty type note.
Right.
I think that's that light peat that sometimes that shows as.
Okay. Yeah, because
well,
being a peat head, I suffer from subtlety with peat. But sometimes I get it as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
A couple of times recently, you've been like, there's a little bit of peat on
I
there.
get nervous. I'm like, or barrel char, because I'm like, it could be barrel char if it's not. But I did not. I did not pick that up here. I didn't get a smoke.
Yeah. It is there, and just even as I was talking, I was getting it more and more. Not more and more, but I mean, it's definitely, it's there. It's in the background. It's lightly feathered in there, I would say.
And you're getting in the finish?
Yeah, yeah. It was after I'd swallowed. It was on the finish. I was talking.
Man, I love the ABV with
circular breathing.
Good ABV.
It is. Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and bring her down. That is a perfect ABV. All right, you want to drop?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hefty, another one?
No.
Yeah, you got a lot in there. Bam. What does it say on the back?
Jenna's got some words on here. She says, I am over the moon to have the opportunity to share this whiskey with you. Okay. I hope that this whiskey sparks or enhances your love for Killowen Distillery and further shows you just how magical the world of Irish whiskey can be. After aging for 5 years in an ex-bourbon cask, this coolly born single malt made its way to Killowen Distillery for 3 more years, where the brilliant Killowen team transferred the whiskey into an ex-peated cask from the Great Northern Distillery.
Brilliant.
This move gave this melon-rich, fruit-forward whiskey just the perfect touch of peat to enchant the palates of peat lovers and the peat curious, all in a non-chill filtered cask-strength integrity bottle.
Nice.
Not only does this enchant your palate as a peat lover,
no.
It enchants it as a very good whiskey.
Right.
Yeah, the peat is very subtle.
Right. So, peat lovers. All right, I'm going to speak for all peat lovers right now. I'm speaking.
You should.
Yeah.
If anybody should.
If you're a peat lover, true peat lover, and you disagree, you're wrong. You're wrong. That's how far I'm going. Peat lovers want to get hit with the peat in the face. They don't want any. It's unmistakable. It's a peat clod in your mouth. Dirty, thick, rich, oily, smoky, antiseptic-y. I made that one up, antiseptic-y. Now, there's different types of peat clod, but you usually don't want the subtle. You want it slapping you around. Yeah.
Couple drops of water on there, very nice. But yeah, peat still faint in the background.
All peat lovers.
Very the apricot and kind of peach notes. Sweetness, water is bringing out more. I was going to try to find my notes that I had taken from her sample.
The water brought the ABV down, and I'm getting a little bit more of the caramel cream. That's interesting. It's soft, it's rounded.
So my notes from the sample that I had, where I told her don't tell me anything about it, I just sat down with it.
What'd you get?
Tropical fruits and melons, caramels, marshmallow cream meringue, a lemon tart, floral, daisies or dandelions, malty, and a slight char.
Daisy if you do.
With water, the nose became fruitier, juicier. The palate opened up with more cream, citrus, papaya, kiwi, juicy fruit gum. And water actually helped the finish.
Yeah.
That was my original
Yeah,
notes.
I got a lot more cream with the water in. That is nice.
In fact, yes, I'll even add another.
Yeah, because mine was pretty low. The water, wow. I even got the meringue cream there, that light air kind of sugar. That is very nice. It's nice, neat at the high ABV, but with the water in there, the cream notes I really enjoy.
Yeah.
Huh. That's a banger.
No, I like this one.
Usually don't say banger.
Yeah, with another healthy dose of water on there, bringing this one down. This one handles water very well. You need to get your hands on this one.
Yeah.
I don't know the price point. Let's look.
Look it up. I'm getting
Google.
my hands on your bottle. Just pouring a little bit more. You said get your hands on it. Yeah. You saw me.
Now, yeah.
I grabbed it.
For anybody that's confused,
Corn-fused.
Bart was really referencing the peat lovers.
The
note
heads,
of the peat.
nuts.
What was it? The
peat aficionados.
I forget. I can't even.
Can't find.
But there's something in there about
there was a peat.
Something to delight the peat heads.
Yeah. Peat heads want to get slapped around.
Great whiskey. Excellent whiskey here.
It is good.
Slight peat influence.
Right. I don't pick it up.
If you're looking for a blast of peat, you could be disappointed.
Yeah, you're not going to want the blast of peat, but what you're going to love is the barley. You're going to love the cream finish. You're going to love the change with the water. You're going to like the citrus notes. But I would be careful here. That's why I'm saying if you're a peat head, it's not going to do that. Now, if you like subtleties or you hate peat, this is not going to wreck you. It won't wreck you at all. So, But the cream, what I love is transition. Every once in a while on the show, I'll have a comment. It's like, why are you putting water in it? You need
Good. Nope, I'm just looking it up. 90 pounds.
90 pounds.
It is available on the KillowendDistillery.com. If you go to their shop, 90 euros.
Oh.
90.
I know, it's hard to tell.
Is that a euro?
Is it the L or the
90
E?
euro? Yeah.
Does it look like
one
an
of
E?
them. It's one. It looks like an E.
That's a euro.
90 euros.
If it looks like the L, that's a pound.
And still available at this time. So go there. Definitely worth. I'm not sure what shipping is. Probably reasonable. So,
Shipping's never reasonable.
Sometimes,
but it could be worth it. That's good.
Yeah, I actually have in my notes from the sample like a 91 on this one, and I'll stand by that one. That's a very good whiskey. Yeah.
90 because I like the cream. I love the high ABV. And boy, does this take water nice. I really like that meringue cream
Fruity
flavor in there.
Yeah.
This one, I liked it neat. I love it with the water.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And usually I'm the other way. But boy, that water's really meringuing it up.
By the way, I should say, too, Jenna did send us this bottle. I insisted on paying for it. She insisted on us not paying for it. She won. She's better looking than I am. So
I like that
she
she
sent us the
won.
bottle.
That's good. Thank you. Glad you won. Very nice. All right, so it is a review bottle. You wanted to pay for it. She said absolutely not.
Yep.
I didn't even know that. I'm just tasting it.
And I would even throw in a bias alert. Great friend, great person.
Sure, we've had her on the show.
Yep.
Take that into account.
Sure.
But here's the deal. Do we even care, really? We don't. I don't care.
About.
If it was bad, I'd tell you. Jenna, I don't like it. But it's usually not bad.
No.
It's just usually, does this fit my palate or yours?
Yeah.
That's what I always say. If you know you hate my palate, then go with what I don't pick. I've had that before. People are like, if Brunchine, if Bart loves it, I don't pick it. Good. That's fine. You can do that. Or if you know, many things I like, Bart likes. Well, there you go. Otherwise, is there any value in our scores? I've had people go, I can't believe you scored X, that. Shut up. Who cares?
Yeah.
Got it. Enough said. Scotch it. You. Scotch. Gods.
Cilantro.
Dummies. Yellow fired up.
Good job, Jenna.
Ooh,
Good job, Killowen.
Ooh.
Cooley.
Cooley.